Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago.
They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back eight. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Oh, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go. Check.
First down, and they'll start with Algier.
And running with power here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready?
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
On second, here's Algier.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first catch there for Wilson and a 1st down.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Now 2nd and 5. Algier with another carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll drop to throw. This pass caught. It's Dobbs with it. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now Mahomes. To the right side, complete to Taylor. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Stop. 17.
Now back to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Algier, 66 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
Wait. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Right, kick. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come on. Come on. Steal. Check steal.
They'll look to throw here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
10 cycles. Blue striker. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Red, yellow. Tag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
.49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. To about the 35, 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Here's Johnson again on second down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Handing it off right side, Algier. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Algier.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Packers have moved out in front.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Here's Johnson with a reception. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Mahomes now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Johnson. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Yellow.
Starting the drive with Algier. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll stick with Algier. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Slide blue.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set, ready. Black Ultra. Smash, ready. Cut.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow, blue. Claws red. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Steel, black. Green jack. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Drill green. Hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Come on, set. Ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Garrett Wilson
From 8 yards out.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bears 1st down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Bears! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Packers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.